We have a couple of different trainings today, and Sheena and I discussed this before the rest of you got here, because Anne did part of my training today. Then we realized that the only other person besides us that was there was Kathleen. And I'm sure that she won't mind going over it again. And so on the other day, I put this on the Facebook group. Do you guys remember it? And if I remember right, Laura Lynn was like, "What is it?" And I said, "You're going to find out in a minute." I had to get some tape. Hang on just a second. Do you want to hold it? Okay. So what this is whenever you're starting something new and you have your vision board. I used to do this with my students all the time. And if you notice, the word says one color and the color is different than the word. Okay, so it says red, but it's written in yellow, right? I think you can sit and hold it because I'm going to explain it a little bit. If you want, you can pass it around. But yes, okay, so what happens is when I'm standing in front of my vision board, right? You all have vision boards. Yes? Yes. If you don't by now, I invite you to finally get one. Okay, but when you're standing in front of your vision board and you're looking at it, inside you're going, nuh-uh. But in your mind, you're going, yeah. So you have these conflicting ideas, right? And so what happens is one of them is going to win. And so what this does is it helps you to hold two conflicting ideas in your mind and then choose one. Okay? So we're going to briefly go over this again, and I didn't cut out my little person. Do you guys remember this training? We had a training and we had our little blue guy right here. And I had my goal over here. As soon as you remember it, you can say something. Anybody remember this?
Yeah, I remember.
Right? Okay. Past, present, what's the next? Future. Very good. Okay. And so what happens is, as I am going towards my goal, there's a wall. Cognitive dissonance is in between me and my future, and all kinds of resistance. Your buffer zone, disbelief, all of those. And so as you're going towards this, you're holding two conflicting ideas in your mind at the same time. One is, I want that, and the other is, you can't have that because I don't have it. How many of you have noticed that when you're standing in front of your mirror doing your declarations, that you have all kinds of twitches and and twerks and bounces, and you're just like, oh. Has anyone noticed that?
Minus the twerking.
Minus the twerking. Okay. Have you noticed it too?
I'm really struggling with it, yes.
Okay. So what's happening is your mind is going, no, this is wrong. Just like when I look at that, it goes, why does it say red but it's written in yellow? So what this does is it helps you process and train yourself to hold two opposing ideas at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to time you. And I put my phone somewhere. Do you have your phone? Okay. So what we're going to do is he's just going to do a stopwatch, and it will count up while you read. First of all, you're just going to read the color first. Okay? And then we're going to do it again later. Can everybody see it? Can you see the word as well as the color it's written in? Because you need those two conflicting ideas. Oh, except the purples, those are a little bit harder. Okay, so you can also do this at home on your computer. It's called the Stroop test, S-T-R-O-O-P. Okay, so if you want more, work with that. But what it does is it has difficulty because you're holding two conflicting ideas. So we're just going to practice, and we're going to put 1 minute on, we're going to count down, and we're going to see how far you can get in 1 minute. Okay? Can everybody see it here? Carl, can you see it okay? Can you see it, Aaron? Okay, perfect. So tell us when you're ready. You're going to say ready, set, go, and then just push it.
And we're going to say it out loud.
Yeah, you're going to say it out loud. No, first of all, you're going to just say it silent, okay? When you add someone next to you saying it, that adds another level. And so right now we're just going to hold 2 conflicting ideas, not 3. Okay? So he's going to tell you, so you're just going to say it in your mind. Very good, thank you, because I forgot she did it different. You're saying the color. So this would be yellow, white, blue, purple, red, green. Yes?
Oh,
Color. Saying the color. Okay? Are you ready? Any questions? We clear? Perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Ready, steady, go. Time's up.
Okay. Did anybody make it all the way through? Perfect. How close did you get? Did it get easier as you went on, or did it get harder? Easier. Learn then?
I got to that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th row. And
Okay.
I found myself just buzzing along and then realized, oh my gosh, I was saying the wrong thing, so I went back. Like that flew, and it was super hard.
Okay, it is.
It was
Yeah.
super hard.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing that. And if you continued to do this, would it get easier?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right? Because you're training your brain. Okay? So, that's just an example, and I invite you to do some more with that, because as you get more and more comfortable, today we did it 3 times, and the first time we did it where she had the color matching the word, and it took me like 10 seconds to get through it. The second time it took me 6 seconds to get through. Okay? And then we did it just like you guys did, where the color did not match the word. Took me 21 seconds, then it took me 15 seconds, and then 8 seconds. Now, I've been doing that for a long time, but I had not done it for quite a while. And so, but it was neat to be able to go back and see it change. And so what I learned from that is exactly what we've been talking about. Why is the past, why do we remember we talked about this feedback loop that we can get stuck in? Remember this? Why do we get stuck in this loop? Who remembers?
Because it's our comfort.
It's our comfort zone, right? It's safe. It's comfortable.
It's something that we're used to or know.
Used to, and we know it. Beautiful, Erin. Exactly. Okay, give her a round of applause. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, so we find ourselves living in this zone right here because it's safe, it's comfortable, we're used to it, and it's what we know. But as you start practicing with the Stroop test, what you do is you start to realize, wait a minute, I can hold 2 ideas and I can choose one. Remember this morning when I talked about writing something on a piece of paper and putting it in your pocket? I also talked about all my physical reminders. This is a physical reminder for me. It was given to me by my husband at 2 separate times. These 2, it says dream and believe. They were given to me first, and had a little bronze star on it, and it was on a leather strap around my neck. Well, the leather strap broke. And so then he bought me this necklace and the Serenity Prayer. Okay, so these mean things to me. My bracelet says dreams do come true. Dream on. And this one says happiness. Then I have my ring. I think I've told you guys about my ring. It says believe. Those are all physical reminders. My watch is a physical reminder. This is a Fitbit. Go exercise. Okay? So my life is full of physical reminders that help me remember. I have a choice between 2 things. What am I going to choose? Make sense? Okay. Chris, tell me kind of what's coming out for you.
I'm not sure. I think I'm a little confused.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know that. Okay, I really appreciate that. Are you confused on this part, or are you confused on how you get here? Or both?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's okay.
Um,
That's okay. That's okay. So what we do, how do we get our goal? We take this and put it here, okay, through a mentor. We have a mentor because they've done it. They can tell you if it's safe. They can tell you what to know about it. They can tell you what to feel and how to know. Okay? Then what happens is we're pulled. Remember I talked about that, I think this morning, about being pulled into the future instead of trying to push yourself. Was that this morning or was it last week? Okay. So I have this wall right here. This wall is life. It's our habits. It's cognitive dissonance. It's all kinds of things. It's what is between us. Today we did an exercise for the buffer zone. Have you guys listened to the buffer zone CD? You haven't? I suggest you go ahead and check that out, okay? But what the buffer zone is we do not instantaneously manifest. And thank goodness for that, right? Because when I tell Max, you're a pain in the ass, right? Then I would instantly manifest a pain in my ass other than my son. Make sense? Then we'd have a whole bunch of little pain in the asses running around. So it's a good thing we don't instantaneously manifest, or we'd have elephants and horses and all kinds of stuff in my house.